Sag. How are you guys? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying this Venus retrograde period right now. We're in full swing right now. Venus goes direct April 16th. Just to let you guys know once again, just so there's no confusion, when Venus is retrograde, the planet of love, creativity, beauty, partnerships, relationships, one-on-one contracts, legal stuff. When Venus is retrograde, everything related to those areas is getting brought back up for us to see what's going on and to heal from it. So, for instance, the day that Venus went retrograde, my husband and I got into a massive fight over something that happened literally 7 years ago. Like, literally 7 years ago. And things that I didn't say back then because I was afraid to, I let it all out 7 years now. You know, I let out everything and I just completely purged myself of it. I let it go. I was like, I forgive myself. Hope you can forgive me, but I forgive myself, so if you can't forgive me, that's on you. It's pretty selfish when I think about it, but you know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do to get some peace, right? So Venus retrograde goes back direct on the 16th, and then Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde at the end of this month. So Mercury, travel, story Sag, you guys are going to be not the best time to travel. If you do travel, there could be a lot of delays. So Mercury retrograde rules travel, communication, technology. Back up your computers for sure. Don't buy anything new technology related during the Mercury retrograde. And then just watch your communication. Watch how you're talking to people and how they're talking to you, because this is really an introspective time. If we have Venus and Mercury so close to each other going retrograde, plus Jupiter is retrograde, which rules Sagittarius, we have all these retrogrades because it's a reflection time. And it feels awkward because this is also a time of new beginnings. So numerology is the 1 year of new beginnings. You have a global feeling of newness, but then the retrogrades are like, no, you got to take a look at what you've already done, all your other new beginnings, and see what you want to let go of or bring forward. So anything that gets brought up during this time, when it has to do with love, relationships, communication, optimism, creativity, education, all Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, aka Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, all of those relationships, all of those keywords, they have to be reassessed right now. They have to be. We got to do it. This is, this is going to help us in the future. So don't fight it. Two cards popped out while I was shuffling. Just really quickly wanted to mention that. Something coming to an end and you initiating that end, but kind of being weary about it. Kind of knowing that initiating that end is going to be a rocky, emotionally rocky process. The thing with right now is if you can control not to end something right now, then don't do it. If you're just in the thinking stages, that's great. Write it out, talk it out, vlog it out. Whatever you can do to evaluate it and analyze it is going to help you. But don't make any decisions right now. It's not the time to do it. You want to wait until, at least wait until Venus goes direct on the 16th. And then there's some time in between before Mercury goes retrograde. But depending on what it's related to, don't rush in. Take some time. And if you want some clarity on that, send me a message, because I can use astrology, numerology, and tarot to figure out when that change when that ending, when you need to make that hard decision, because it's not time right now. Okay? Speaking of which, I want to let you guys know that I'm expanding the channel a little bit, and I'm really excited about doing it. I'm going to put more of a focus and emphasis on spiritual awakening, spiritual journeys, my spiritual awakening, my spiritual journey. I'm going to talk about astrology, I'm going to talk about numerology. It's going to be tons and tons of information that I know you Sagittarius will love, because you guys are the learners of the zodiac. I'm going to put everything that I've learned, everything that I've researched, everything that I've obsessed and talked about over the past forever years, and I'm going to put it all on YouTube and putting it all out there. So please take advantage, because it's a lot and I need to share it. That being said, these readings, I'm adding an indigo card, an indigo oracle card. So it's for the light workers, the starseeds, the indigos, and for everyone. It really just helps hone in on the reading and figure out kind of the next task, like the divine guidance that we need, the angel guidance that we need. It's specifically for indigos, but majority of the people that subscribe to this channel are guaranteed indigo, light worker, starseed. Google it if you don't know what that means, but it's essentially someone who has come here to help guide others, and it's their mission to help guide others during their spiritual awakening, because we are in an incredible transitional period right now. We're switching over from 3D to 5D. This is the new Earth, and we need to figure out what's going on. We need to have information to figure out what's going on, and the only way we're going to do that is if everybody is informed. We can lift each other up. Okay? Gonna get started here, Scorpio. Oh, I'm sorry, Sag. I just did Scorpio. So I'm gonna shuffle these a little bit more then, since I made that mistake. This is for Sagittarius, April 2017. Sagittarius, April 2017. Thank you. Sagittarius, April 2017. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Ready? Okay. Okay, so a lot of the same cards as the Scorpio, which is interesting since I accidentally called you Scorpio. The theme here is this financial burden, that's going on, that, you know, you feel like your family and friends have enough and they should be fair enough because of what you've done in the past to share that wealth. Is that the ending that you guys are struggling with? Feeling like you need to walk away from someone? Feeling like they've hurt you too much? But the situation really is getting that power back, that financial power, that financial abundance. I want to tell you how to do it, okay? But it's not going to be easy. It's an obstacle and an aid to get to this beautiful, abundant queen right here, who has it all figured out. She's completely satisfied. She's like, yeah, she's got it all figured out. You want to know how to get here? You want to be this person? You want to be this beautiful woman? Wow. Have optimism. I know Jupiter is in retrograde right now, but you, Sag, you guys are the optimistic ones of the zodiac. Have optimism. Realize that you need emotional, spiritual, physical, all together combined. You need to have that balance to take flight. Because right now, still feeling very seated, very rooted. So many birds in these cards. There are just, I've got like 5 birds here. And Sag is all about growth and expansion and moving and, you know, exploring the skies, exploring the heavens, just getting out there, higher learning. But this is an aid right now. Is it because of the Jupiter retrograde that you're feeling like you can't get optimistic, your normal optimistic self? Is Jupiter retrograde really messing with you right now, Sagittarius? It's an obstacle and an aid. So you got this. Just focus on being that shining star. Keep shining. Keep sending your love and light out. Keep being optimistic. I love being around Sagittarius because I can tell them anything. And they're going to support that. Like, that's a very rare. Usually, like, I'm... Put a Virgo and a Sag together. You know, and tell them your plans. The Virgo's going to criticize it and analyze it and say, well, this might not work. But then the Sag is going to say, go for it. So really take your own advice and go for what you need to go for, because it's going to yield some amazing results. But subconsciously, focus too much on the financial aspect of this empowerment. There are ways to get empowered that do not involve money. Okay? Money doesn't have to be that indication of success. Money can just be an energy that you play with, that you let come in and out as you please. It's the empowerment. It's the person who can easily attain and release the money that has the true power, who's able to work with the energies of the money. Because, you know what I mean? People win the lottery and they don't hoard it. They let it go. They put it back out there into the universe. Something I've been trying, which has been pretty incredible so far, is anytime you spend, psychically envision, like with your third eye, whatever, with your power intention, whatever you're going to do, but psychically envision that money is it's coming out of your hand, it's going to this person into the till, and then it's going to come out of the till, it's going to go to another person who's going to get empowered by that money, who's going to be helped by that money. And then they're going to pass it to someone who's going to get empowered and get helped. And they're going to pass it. And it's just going to keep passing along and building up its energy, building up its power. And then guess what? It's coming right back to you. It's coming right back to you threefold. Spend $15 and you're going to... Okay, let me do something easier. Spend $5. It's coming back to you energetically threefold. You're going to get something of $15 value within 3 weeks. Like, you have to tell the universe what you want, okay? And that's really going to build you up. But you're thinking that you got to bleed out. You're thinking like you need to break some hearts or break your own heart in order to get to this empowerment spot. Like, you need to be some sort of emotional cannonball in order to get to this empowerment spot. It's not true. That's just that's just your thoughts. Feeling like you can't get creative, can't get optimistic. It's not true. You know, there's some Pisces energy here. There's some Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer energy. This person's younger than you and male, and this person is really causing some stuff in your life, Sag. Sag is a fire sign, so to have this water energy around you is changing your emotional nature 100%, because a fire sign, they blow up and they move on. But a water sign, they don't just blow up, they harbor. They harbor, and they're not fast to forgive. They don't blow up and be done with it. They'll remember that shit for years. So, maybe that's something that you can learn from, something that you can grow from. Because you right now are really focused on your thoughts right now. Really just thinking about your emotions as opposed to actually feeling them. And that's already such a transformation for you, because usually you would just impulse blow up. But to actually take a second to sit back and think about them, you must be learning this from a more authoritative air sign than you. Family and friends are moving on from something. They're moving on with their power, though. They're moving on with happiness, and they're not going to look back in anger. They're very satisfied with that. So if I were you, I would just support them. I would encourage them to walk away, because that's what they're asking you. They already know what they want to do, but they're asking you for support. So you don't have to be a Virgo. You can literally be Sag, even though Jupiter is in retrograde, and just give them optimism, give them encouragement, give them support and motivation. It's what you're good at. Give them a smile, pat on the back, head them on their way. Hope and fear. Hope and fear was the same as Scorpio, which is interesting, like I said. Hope for an analysis of your financial state and your material state right now. You hope to do some inner analysis of that, but you fear it. You know that when you look inward at what you've accomplished, you're afraid of what you're going to uncover. Go for it, though. I think you'll really surprise yourself. It might seem like when you compete with others and you put yourself on on a level with someone who shouldn't be on your level, or somebody that you shouldn't be on their level. You always seem to compete with those that aren't even in our like area. Like you wouldn't run, you don't, how can I say this? You don't run a race with an Olympic swimmer. You know what I mean? Because the swimmer's going to lose. So why are you competing with people who are clearly in a completely different game than you are? They're in a different ballpark than you. Why are you competing with them? Compete with the people, compete with yourself. If you're going to compete with anyone, you might as well be the person you were yesterday. And if you have to feel like you're competing, let it be with like a sibling or something. At least you have like shared DNA, you know, where there's actually like, there's some equality in this race, you know. But honestly, compete with yourself with who you were yesterday, because then you'll really realize how far you've come. Outcome is that, yeah, you're really going to see that. You're going to see your empowerment. You're going to see what you've built for yourself. Be proud of it. Don't let anybody take that away from you. You've come far, Sag. You don't need other people's approval of your progress. You're a lifelong learner. You're in it for life. People want to just finish learning and be done and then just use the information. No, you know that there's way too much out there to just be done here after just, it's rookie. It's rookie to only learn a little bit and not continue growing. You can't get stagnated when it comes to growth and to learning. Lifelong learner. Yeah, that might hurt. It might hurt your creativity and your optimism. But in the end, it's really going to empower your emotional sense of freedom, your emotional well-being. You're going to be able to focus on the progress you've made and how deep you actually are emotionally. Okay? So that being said, I'm going to pull an indigo card for you for Sag. Indigo. Which of the Sagittarius indigos need to know to help them get through April? Be positive, optimistic, motivating, and to get their star. Sag indigos. What do you need to know? Ooh, beautiful. You know, actually, this is the only, I start from Aries and I'm going down, so 12, 11, 10, 9. So this is the 8th reading, and this is the only reading where cards have popped out. Every other reading, I had to kind of like force it to come out. So out of 8 readings, your subconscious really wants to talk to you right now. You're not alone. You are not alone. You got a fire under your bum. Somebody is lighting that fire under your ass. Get going. Get going. Time to go. Focus on movement. Focus on growth. Focus on going forward. No need to focus on anything other than that. Just keep your eyes on the prize. Your eyes on the end goal. That's all that we can do, right? What's the point of worrying about how it's going to come to be or what has to happen? Just focus on what you want, what the end goal is. Never mind focusing on what you don't want. You know, that's surefire way to get what you don't want. Focus on what you want. Have that image, that goal in mind every step of your journey. Every day that you walk into that house, envision that you are taking one step closer to your goals, to what you want. Okay? I love you guys. I think I mentioned the love kit. I think I mentioned the new direction of the channel. 1K giveaway if I didn't mention it. 1K giveaway. I'm going to put the video at the end of this video, and you can enter by commenting that you love yourself, and sharing the video, and 1 lucky subscriber, maybe 2, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'll do 2. But 1 or 2 lucky subscriber will get a love kit and a happy energy blend, just to kind of help with this Venus retrograde energy right now. So love you guys. Have an amazing April, and keep an eye out for the spiritual awakening videos, because I think we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to dive deep. We're going to go beyond your sun sign, okay? Love you guys. Bye.